When Georgie and Mandy's first marriage returned to the 2025 TV schedule, fans knew something big was coming for Mary Cooper. We'd already heard whispers that she'd be re-entering the dating scene. And now that moment has finally arrived. But as soon as her mystery man appeared, fans immediately began pointing out how strangely familiar he looked. And honestly, we can't unsee it either. In the latest episode, Mary wasn't exactly out there looking for love. But in true Connie Cooper fashion, her mother decided to take matters into her own hands. Connie set Mary up on a date with Joseph, a widower from her bowling league. The setup might have been unexpected, but the chemistry between them, surprisingly sweet. Now, we don't learn too much about Joseph in the episode. What we do know is that he's charming, polite, and seems to share Mary's deep connection with Faith. At one point, he even cracks a corny Joseph and Mary joke, one that somehow manages to make Mary blush instead of cringe. Classic sitcom humor, right? But here's where things get really interesting. As soon as Joseph appeared on screen, many fans couldn't shake the feeling that they'd seen him before. Or at least someone who looked a lot like him. The mustache, the hairstyle, the gentle personality. It all reminded fans of one particular young Sheldon character, Pastor Rob. If you remember young Sheldon, Pastor Rob was the young, kind-hearted youth pastor who shared a surprisingly close bond with Mary Cooper. Their friendship often seemed to border on something deeper. They'd share personal conversations, sneak out to smoke together, and there was always this underlying tension between them. Rob eventually moved away, leaving fans wondering what might have happened if things had gone a little further. Now, years later, Mary's dating a man named Joseph, a man who looks suspiciously like Pastor Rob. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's hard not to think this could be Mary's subconscious finally pursuing the connection she never got to have. There's also a hilarious nod in the episode that fans loved. Mary jokes that Joseph's mustache makes him look like Tom Selleck, which ties back to a moment earlier in the episode when Mandy's mom, Audrey, teased her by saying Mary could never land a man as attractive as the famous actor. Whether Joseph is meant to remind us of Pastor Rob or not, one thing's clear. Mary's love life just got a whole lot more interesting. And if this storyline continues, we might just see a softer, more romantic side of her that fans haven't seen since young Sheldon. So what do you think? Is Joseph simply a new man in Mary's life? Or is this the universe giving her a second shot at something she once left behind?